Hey y'all, hope you're doing well on day one of our shred. I'm really excited about this program. We have 31 people that joined, and that's huge. This is the first time we've ever done this program. We have never had a launch like that before, so it just goes to show you that we have a great program here that piques all of your interests, that you all want to get healthier, that you want to get shredded, you want to see some muscle tone, some muscles popping, feeling like a beast in your workouts. And then our check-ins with lifting all that heavy weight and getting your fit test done, like the energy was electric. It was on fire, and like I'm just really pumped up about it. I'm so excited. So that's why I wanted to talk to you, is because I've been coaching people for almost a decade in health. And so a lot of times when we start a new program, there's a lot of excitement behind it. There's like a buzzword like shred, and you're like, oh, I want to get shredded. And so you buy these products, and what happens is sometimes, a lot of times for most people, for all of us, that fizzles off, At first you're excited about, you buy your products, you're pumped up, and then day one comes and you're like, okay, I got this. And it might even be at the end of day one that you're like, reality setting in, that you gotta make some changes, that the things that you've done before consistently got you to where you are, and it's a place that you don't want to be. Whether that is like you've gotten yourself really far off track with your health, you're way overweight, your health is at risk, or maybe it's just a few pounds, or maybe you just want to get some muscle tone, you've never done anything before, but what you've been doing got you to a point where you said, I've had enough, I want to try something new. I want to do shred. I want to do this program. And so I want to be upfront with you, because I didn't create this program to bring in 31 people and charge you $155 to just do that. It's not about bringing money in or bringing people in the group. What I want is 31 transformations at the end of this 4 weeks. I just got off the phone with my contact in Avocare, my Avocare rep, and she's so pumped up. She's like so excited, because right now no one's doing anything like this, No one's created their own program. No one's got 31 people who joined, who are looking to transform their bodies, their minds, their lives. And so she's like, keep me in touch. Keep in touch with me. I want to do some prizes for them, for the people who like really transform and take charge of this. And I want to hear how this goes. Because also she's thinking, if this is a success and I help y'all and I coach y'all and we have 31 transformations, the effects that could have in our community and then nationwide, because Avocare is a nationwide company, could be huge. Y'all are setting the tone for something to play out huge for other people in their lives. I picture 31 transformations, and I'm hoping every single one of you will be okay with me sharing your results, because that'll inspire other people. But what happens is, from point A, when you're excited about doing this, to the last day of this transformation is work and life. And so people are going to invite you to crawfish boils, and people are going to invite you to go get drinks, and people are going to invite you to dinner, and there's going to be days that you do not want to do this, that you don't want to put in the work. And so I want to be real with you, that you have to remember how excited you were when you first started this program, when you decided to do it. You need to remember your goals. That's why writing down your goals is a part of our daily disciplines in the journal that I created for you. You have to be grateful for where you are, but want more. That's why gratitude is a part of our daily journal every single day, and I want you to do that. I want you to do the journal every day, because what you do every day becomes a part of who you are. It becomes a part of your habits, and then it becomes second nature. And that comes with, it's putting in the reps at the gym, putting in the reps with your journal, and putting in the reps with your nutrition. A lot of people will do something once, and then the excitement fizzles out and they're done. They wash their hands of it. And I'm sure that almost every single one of you in this group has done a diet before, a program before. You've spent money on some kind of system or some kind of promise of results, And more than likely you didn't get them because you didn't stick it out, not because the program doesn't work, because you didn't stick it out. So I want you to be committed to this. I want to help you transform your life. I want to help you see how strong you can be. I want you to feel empowered at the end of this and know that you gave it your all and you went after the results that you wanted and you did it. Like, you feel accomplished. I want you to start envisioning that. When you're writing out your goals, you write them as if they've already happened. Like, I am powerful. I increased my deadlift weight. I lost this much weight. Put it out in how many pounds. I decreased my body fat percentage by 3%. Like, I want you to write it out like it already happened and obsessively think about it, because your thoughts are going to become your actions. And when you think about it every single day, you're going to get hungry for achieving. You're like, how do I make this happen? No, I don't want that pie. Or, like when you go out to dinner, it's going to be okay with making the choices that support the goals that you want, because you're hungry for this. You have to get fed up with what you've been doing. You have to get fed up with where you are to be able to propel yourself forward to get these results. And it's not going to happen by accident. The products are great. They help. That is what changed my life. I lost 65 pounds, and the first time I ever saw a little muscle pop was on Mass Impact when I added that in. But my eating had to support that also. I couldn't eat like crap, and my workouts had to support it. I had to give 100% in the gym every single time, every single rep. So it's a mindful thing that you have to do. You have to be very conscious of where you are, where you want to be, and you have to obsessively think about it. So it's like a horse in a horse race. You put the blinders on, and all you're focused on is your goal and the end of that 4 weeks. And we're going to get you there as long as you're ready to step up and put the work in. I was like sitting outside having an emotional moment, just thinking about like my journey and how when I first started, I would have loved to have a program like this, and I would have loved to have someone like me in their corner, just like holding my hand and guiding me every step of the way. Coaches, you have me in the group, you have Trish in the group, and we have Sarah in the group also, and we're all here for you. We're all collaborating as a group, but we're all here for you in any way that you need to answer your questions. And I never had that when I started my journey. I had reached out to someone I'd looked up to as a trainer, and I couldn't afford her. And there was no group support like this. There was no community that I could pay a fraction, a very small fraction, that is what this cost is compared to her prices. Like, I was just felt so burnt out. And so I'm just thinking of the opportunity that you have here, that if you really want to change your life and you really want to change your body and your mind, it's all here for you. You just have to put in the work. But I don't want you to take that for granted. We've done challenges before. Some of you have done them with me. Maybe some of you have done other things. And like, it doesn't matter what happened in the past, because that was something that I would do to self-sabotage. I would think about all the times that I tried to lose weight and all the times that I failed. And I would, like, every time I'd start something new, I'd be like, well, I know, like, I'll just never be athletic. I'll never have muscles. Like, I'll never be a trainer that can lead other people to better health, because I can't do it myself. That was where I was, y'all. So you may not know me in the past. You might not, like, that might be hard for you to wrap your head around, because I'm coaching you now. But that's where I was. And what it took for me to overcome that was being real with myself. Being real with knowing that the choices that I made is where I was. The reason why I had the results that I had, the body I had, the shitty attitude that I had, no energy, was because of my choices. Because of the food that I put in my body, because of the alcohol, because I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, because I used to just have all these negative thoughts and negative, like I didn't have any confidence, and all of that, like binge eating, binge negative thoughts, like all of that negativity, it eats you up and you start to believe it. So whatever happened in the past, I want you to let it go. It doesn't matter. This is day one for all of us, shredding together. And so I want you to make a list. Like, I want you to, if you, like, for me, sitting outside in nature, I really connect and I feel God, and I feel empowered. And so I want you to go into a quiet spot where you can be alone with your thoughts, and I want you to write down all the things that you've struggled with, all the negative things that you've said about yourself, all the negative names that anybody's ever put on you. Like, just, you're going to make this whole brainstorm of just like everything that you don't want to be or that you have felt and put on yourself, labels. And I want you to let it go, because it doesn't take a long time to change. It takes an instant to change. You can step into change right this second and decide to be someone new, and no longer, a minute ago, you're no longer who that person was. What takes the long part isn't, it's deciding that you're actually doing it. It's the thought process and thinking about it. But when you decide, it's an instant that you decide to change. So it doesn't matter if you failed at a diet before. It doesn't matter if you're overweight right now. It doesn't matter what you look like, what your body type is. It doesn't matter if you've never worked out before and you're starting new and you're scared and you have no idea what to expect and you're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done this. I'm in over my head. Like, all of that doesn't matter. That's fears, and it's okay to have fears, but you have to step out of that. You have to be brave. Undaunted is our name, and that means to be bold and to be brave, and that even though you're scared, you do it anyway. And so I want you to step in right now to who you want to be. So after you make that negative list, I want you to make a positive list. I want you to write down and really envision yourself, who you want to be. Like, if you are your most successful person, you are your happiest person, you are the person that feels most alive, you are thriving, like, what does that look like and feel for you? What does your hair look like? How do you talk? How do you hold yourself? How's your posture? What are the clothes you wear? What do you drive? Where, like, do you work out every day? What's your routine look like? What do you eat? I want you to write it all down, and I want you to write down every single thing that you want for yourself and every single thing that you're not longer going to accept. And it's going to take some, time to get real with yourself, and it might be emotional, but that's okay. You just let all that stuff go after. This is us taking responsibility for what we've been doing and taking responsibility for what we're going to do to change that and move forward. You have to find power in your story. It doesn't matter. It does not matter if you failed before. All it means is that you're trying again. And the only way you can fail is if you stop trying. So I'm your lifeline, okay? I want you to plug into this group. We are all your community. We're all here for each other together. We're all each other's lifeline. So when you feel like you're struggling, post it in the group. Don't hide from it, because when we hide from things like that, we make it harder on ourselves. You feel alone. You feel like you're the only one. And really, probably everybody in the group's feeling the same way. So when you call yourself out and you bring light to it, you don't have to be afraid anymore, and you don't have to hide from it because someone else is like, oh my gosh, me too. And then we learn how to conquer that together. Okay, so my biggest fear for this program is that it would just be another program you wasted your money on, and I don't want that. I want you to be like, damn, $155 wasn't shit. Like, I'd pay double or triple that to get these results, because I feel so badass and alive. That's how I want you to feel at the end of this. And the only way that can happen is if you're your own hero. If you decide right now to go all in on this challenge and to shred off all the fat that's on your body, that's in your mind, like all the stuff that does not serve you anymore. We are shredding that off over the next 4 weeks, and we are going to get better. We're going to be our own hero, and you're going to come out of this like feeling conquered, like a warrior, okay? So just let go of everything before, and I really would love to hear, like, if you do this journal exercise, just get a sheet of paper and start writing everything down. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. You can share in the group. You could post a picture of some of your thoughts if you want to have that accountability in the group. This is our community. This is what we're here for. And the more raw and real we all get with each other, the more we share, the more we're all going to get from this, okay? But please, do not let this just be another thing that you spent money on, another thing that you tried and failed at, or like quit on. Don't quit on yourself. You've made a commitment to this. You made an investment financially already. Now you need to make the investment with your actions, with your how you eat, how you show up in the gym, how you show up for this program, how you show up for yourself. You're the only one that can do that. No one can make these changes for you. No one can want it for you. It's time for you to put yourself into action and to make it happen. I hope y'all have a really awesome day.